breeze from the northwest. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies, then gradually becoming clear. Overnight low of 53 degrees. Sunday's weather, sunshine and 83. Sunday night, 80% chance of showers, possibly thunderstorms, up to a half an inch of rain coming down overnight Sunday night. Monday, 80% chance of rain in the beginning of the day, especially with a high of 78, southeast winds. Tuesday, mostly sunny and 83. Wednesday, sunshine and 85. Thursday, 40% chance of a shower, partial sunshine with a high of 84. And on Friday, mostly sunny skies, high near 79 degrees. Currently outside our Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio here on Park Avenue in Woonsocket, the temperature is 56 degrees. This is the one and only ON Radio.
WOON Woonsocket Radio.
Good morning and welcome to the Cheap Seats with Pat and Kevin, Rhode Island's only local sports talk show on Saturday mornings. I'm Kevin Callahan, joined a little bit by Dave Richards behind me, and joining me back in studio this week, none other than Pat Holland. Pat, top of the morning, you were on assignment last week. How did that go out in Indiana?
It was good.
Yeah?
It was good. It's good to get away for a few days, and glad I was able to call in.
And how many people did you know out in Indiana? I saw your Facebook post.
I know quite a few people.
About 50 of them, I think.
Yeah.
You tagged in a Facebook post out there.
Quite a few people.
Yeah. So, thanks for making time last week. I did hang up on you briefly. That's all right. Last week, but we brought you back. I want to thank Matt Callahan for sitting where you sat last week. I only interrupted him from talking on three separate occasions, so that wasn't too bad.
Matt does like to talk.
Yeah, he does.
Which is good, I guess, for radio.
Well, for radio. At home, I interrupt him about 5 times. Like, enough. But, only 3.
We're watching the game.
Yeah, exactly. You've been there with us. Okay. All right. So both Pat and I were on assignment this past week at Gillette Stadium. Who knew? As the Pats took on the Colts Thursday night. We were both pretty nice about that. We brought our families along, and that was a good time. Did you get inside the stadium super early or?
Not super. Yeah, maybe about an hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah, kind of catch it out. Yeah. I brought my daughter, her friend, and let's go inside and see the stadium. So we get inside, maybe 20 minutes to a half an hour ahead of time, but no problem getting to the seats.
No.
I would say probably about 2/3 full. The uppers were lowers were good, uppers were pretty empty.
There wasn't. It actually did fill in for whatever reason late in the game. There were a lot of British people there.
Oh, really?
At least around me.
Yeah. Interesting.
One kid who's probably maybe 17, 18, he might have been 19, turned around and asked me, what's the yellow flag that the guy keeps throwing on the ground? I said, well, that's for penalties. He said, yeah. This was after my daughter asked me what the blue bean bag was that he keeps throwing.
The blue bean bag, I get that. It took me a while to kind of, that's just to basically measure the kickoff returns, punt returns, fumbles, interceptions, things like that. I have heard, though it didn't happen to me this past week, I've heard people going to games for the first time go, where's the yellow line for the first down marker?
Yeah.
Like, no, that's a TV staple. So, kind of a boring game overall, unless you enjoy field goal attempts.
Yeah, well, yeah. We know one person on the field didn't enjoy them that night.
Not so much. Two, if you want to bring in his coach as well. So,
yeah.
So, all right. So Thursday night we'll have more on the Pats a little bit later as well. Also, the Sox have now dropped 6 of their last 7, just when we were feeling good and apologizing to the team. Now they've dropped 6 of their last 7. They do sit 8 games over 500 still, so but they did drop an 8-4 loss. Dropped it to the Pirates last night. Did you see any of that game?
I saw a little bit. I was flipping back and forth, and for whatever reason, I ended up watching women's soccer.
Oh,
I don't know why. I think it's just out of habit.
Hopefully, we can do it.
Even though my wife and daughter weren't home, I watched it. But anyway,
do a whole hour on that. And so I was out, and I look up, I see Contreras rounding third. I'm like, oh, good. He looks like he's scoring the way he's running. He was out by a mile at the plate. What?
I did see that play.
Oh, okay. What happened there? So, all right. So we'll have much more on the Pats, the Sox. The NBA released their schedule on Thursday, and there's just been a lot of stuff going on in the WNBA as well. If we have time, I got some thoughts on that as well. We welcome your calls at 401-766-1240, and as we always do, let's go around Rhode Island and New England. Let's get you all caught up Lincoln Little League last week lost to New York 10-3 last Saturday afternoon. They played Sunday at 7 versus the team from Connecticut, and they dropped that one 8-2, ending the run for the Rhode Island representative. Rhode Island and the rest of New England turned their eyes now to Bridgewater, Mass. as the other New England potential team. Connecticut lost to New Jersey last night. So Bridgewater, they got a couple stud players on their team. They're not. I actually read a preview. They're not expected to be a one and done team in this tournament.
No. So they got a kid who throws like 76 miles an hour. He's supposed to be a stud. So
and he's hitting, I think, 667
yes,
in the League World Series
true,
as well. So this guy's
a little bit better than watching the team from Tulsa, which we'll get into.
Oh my gosh, yeah. In baseball and softball.
Just.
Like, what is going on in Tulsa, Oklahoma? So, all right. So the Little League World Series out in Pennsylvania does begin August 19th. It runs through August 30th. 10 teams from the United States, 10 international teams, and Bridgewater's first game will be this Wednesday against a team from New Jersey at 7:00 on just plain old regular ESPN. So good luck, Bridgewater, as our lonely eyes turn to you in the 12-year-old world of Little League baseball.
On a team from Bayonne, New Jersey.
Oh, they were Bayonne. They had a nice win last night. They were down 6-4, and they came back and won 8-6. I think it was.
Yeah, that Darien Connecticut team was pretty good.
Yeah, they were.
Okay, over in American Legion Ball, after winning their 5th consecutive Rhode Island State Championship, Upper Deck Post 14 went to the regionals, which was hosted by Shrewsbury, right here in Massachusetts, or there, just over the line. Last Saturday, playing out of the losers bracket, Upper Deck defeated the host Shrewsbury 10-2, and then faced Bedford, New Hampshire, needing 2 wins to advance to the American Legion World Series. Up 5-2 with just 2 outs remaining for victory, Bedford, New Hampshire scored 3 times to force extra innings, and Upper Deck eventually, in extras, lost by a score of 6-5. Upper Deck finishes their season with a 26-7 record, and again, congratulations to them on the 5-time consecutive Rhode Island State Championships.
Well, one of the things I learned, they break up the American Legion regions like they do the Little League World Series regions. For instance, Rhode Island was in a metro before they went to. Metro was Connecticut, New York, New Jersey. Very similar, regions.
So New England is really just like Rhode Island.
Rhode Island, Mass, Vermont.
Rhode Island, Mass, Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire.
They put all 5. All right, so and then they moved Connecticut down to the metro.
Down to the metro with New York, New Jersey.
Right. And Rhode Island's in metro for Little League. But it's very similar that they won't just give all 6
it is weird.
New England teams their own region. But okay, whatever. All right, up in Worcester, the Worcester Red Sox are looking to complete their 12-game homestand with games today at 4:05 and tomorrow at 1:05. The Woo Sox are currently 6-4 on their longest homestand of the season after last night's 6-2 loss to Buffalo, who is Toronto's farm team, in case people were wondering. As of right now, the Woo Sox are currently in first place in the second half with a 26-16 record. They're 1/2 game ahead of the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders, otherwise known as the Yankees. Christian Campbell, who saw his average plummet to 209 in late June, has now resurrected the season with a 379 month of July, and the hot streak continues into August as he now has his overall average up to a much more respectable 255 and a 382 on base percentage. I call it the Mickey Gasper. When Gasper's around, he's in 350.
Maybe they were like bus seatmates or something.
I guess. I don't know. I do not know what's going on. It's the weirdest thing. We continue to keep an eye on Franklin Arias as well. 16 games since getting called up to Worcester. The 20-year-old is hitting 308 with a 378 on base. Continues to produce a better than an RBI per game pace as he has 17 RBIs along with 4 home runs and 4 doubles. I don't know if you heard my brother Joe called in last week saying he doesn't want to promote him too early.
That's when you hung up on me.
Is that when I hung up on you?
I heard like the very tail end of the conversation.
And Joe said he wants to keep him down until he's 23. I'd like to find that happy medium between now.
He has the. I mean, he like you look at him and he looks like he should be. He's ahead of these other guys that are down there. But yeah. You tread lightly.
I mean, you rushed into Meyer and Anthony and Campbell, and and so I think that everyone's a little fearful of rushing Arias. They don't want to mess him up. So we'll see.
And over to soccer, the New England Revolution lost at home last Saturday 2-0 to Houston. The Revs remain in third place in the Eastern Conference with a 9-6-3 record, which is good for 30 points. The Revs are in Toronto tonight at 7:30. Rhode Island FC beat Colorado last Saturday at home 2-0. RAFC currently sits in sixth place with a 7-6-4 record, which is good for 25 points. 3 points ahead of Miami and Indy, and just 3 points behind fourth place. They are in Tampa tonight for a 7:30 start.
All right, and programming note, we're in the process of putting the finishing touches on WOON's high school football schedule, but we are now less than 4 weeks away from our first game, which we can tell you will be at Cumberland High School, as the Clippers will host St. Ray's Friday, September 11th at 7 o'clock. So join Pat, Brendan McGear, myself all season long here on for our version of Friday Night Lights throughout the year with games Friday nights, September and October. The schedule still, again, being finalized. Okay, so when we come back, again, Pat and I were both at Gillette Thursday night for the Patriots' first preseason game. Some interesting things popped up for Mike Vrabel and his crew to work on before they open their season out in Gillette. Later on, the Red Sox tough week this past week, and maybe a WNBA thought or two as well. Give us a call, 401-766-1240, and you could be in the cheap seats on ON Radio 99.5 FM, 1240 AM, OneSocketRadio.com. Also on Woonie TV and ON Worldwide on YouTube. That's WOONIE TV, Woonie TV on YouTube. All right, looking for a better banking experience? At SCU Credit Union, you're more than a customer, you're a member. As a member-owned credit union, SCU puts people first, not shareholders. From checking and savings to mortgages, car loans, and business loans, you'll find a full range of banking services under one roof, plus easy digital banking wherever life takes you. Best of all, SCU offers personal service with a team that answers your questions, explains your options, and helps you make smart financial decisions. Visit a convenient branch or learn more at scucu.com. SCU Credit Union, banking built around you.
State Line Service and Tire Center is a full-service vehicle maintenance and repair center, including computerized engine analysis, wheel alignment, emission testing, exhaust, and more. Their ASE-certified technicians use only quality parts to maintain your manufacturer's warranty. Regular maintenance is important. Remember to check your tires for pressure and wear. If you need tires, State Line will shop for you to get the best possible price, and they welcome any questions you may have about maintaining your vehicle. State Line Service and Tire Center at 1209 Social Street, Woonsocket at the City Line. 765-0146.
Lincoln and North Smithfield Urgent Care Centers are Northern Rhode Island's modern comprehensive urgent cares devoted to the best family health care available. They have board-certified doctors on their staff who will make you feel safe, comfortable, and reassured, especially when you're in doubt and concerned about the severity of your discomfort. Both centers feature on-site labs and x-ray facilities, as well as drug screens, complete physicals, flu shots, occupational medicine, including workers' comp and free blood screening. North Smithfield Urgent Care, 594 Great Road, North Smithfield, 768-3400. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 8 and Saturday 9 to 5. Lincoln Urgent Care, located across from Lincoln Mall, 333-9595. Open weekdays 9 to 9, Saturday and Sunday 9 to 5. You do have a choice.
Bringing over 3 decades of experience to every home improvement project, Moran Corporation, formerly A.J. Moran, combined traditional craftsmanship with modern techniques to deliver results that stand the test of time. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 to 5, Moran Corporation has seasoned firewood for just $165 for half a cord and $300 for a full cord of wood. And what better place to put that firewood than a new fireplace made out of veneer stone with granite mantles. Contact Jack Moran at 781-267-8920 for information about these fireplaces, firewood, and other home improvement ideas, or visit their new website at MoranCorporation.com. As always, Moran Corporation continues transforming your property with expert hardscaping.
You can depend on us for public service, ON Radio.
And welcome back to the Cheap Seats. I wish I turned the microphone on just a split second sooner. Could have heard Pat singing the jingle to ON. So, all right, welcome back to the Cheap Seats with Pat and Kevin. Give us a call, 401-766-1240. It's previously mentioned before the break. Pat and I were both at Gillette Stadium for Thursday night's classic 13-13 preseason tie. All right, any takeaways, Pat, from the game?
Yeah, I think we're going all the way.
All the way. you saw that, huh? Okay.
Typical first preseason game, right? None of the starters are going to play.
Right.
I didn't even know how deep into the playbook they got. So
they typically keep it vanilla.
Out of it.
Yeah, even when the starters play, they typically keep these things vanilla anyway.
Very vanilla. I thought Tommy DeVito settled in. I think he'll be certainly a fine backup. I thought Kyle Williams played okay.
He had the nice catch.
Yeah.
He ended up with 2 catches for 37 yards.
I think he had the catch further down where they had the illegal man downfield twice. Which, maybe it's a point of emphasis. There always seems to be some weird call that they always throw, but to have it happen twice, one of them definitely, it looked like it was because they showed it on the big screen and the guy literally stopped and stood up straight like, ugh.
Oh, they caught me.
But that other one where they went downfield, it was probably a good 40-50 yard play downfield that got called back.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was the Williams for sure. And the touchdown catch from DeVito was a well thrown ball. He got some space on the secondary. And that's the guy, you're looking, who is going to step up in that crowded wide receiver room. The DNPs did not play. A.J. Brown, Romeo Doubs, and Demario Douglas. So right away, you got to assume they're your wide receivers 1, 2, and 3, unless something drastic happens over the course of the next week before the next preseason game. You got to figure that those 3 are a lock. Thus, making Mac Hollins, Efton Chisholm, Kyle Williams, and Keyshawn Boutte. Do they keep all 4? We've talked about it now. This is 3 weeks in a row. We've talked about it, plus last year as well. Interesting, Boutte wasn't targeted at all in the game. So I don't know what to read into that. If anything, again, I didn't necessarily. I was looking for him. I didn't necessarily see him on the field. They did say he played the whole first half. I just didn't happen to see him. I think my son saw him once, but
he was out there a couple times. I saw him. Eli Raridan also looked okay.
I think he had a drop, but he also had a nice catch.
He had a catch, and I think he had a catch that got called back on a penalty. I think it was a legal block down. Not illegal. Yeah, legal block downfield. It was a block in the back, which was very questionable.
Right. That was
by Kyle Williams. I think Kyle Williams. It was a block on the side, and then the guy ended up turning and it was a very very questionable call.
But that's the third round pick that third round I think.
I believe so.
Yeah. That everyone's pretty high on.
Tight end out of Notre Dame.
Right. Exactly. So
really the glaring. I mean, the defense looked pretty good. For
Yeah, the 2 picks and 2 forced fumbles, 1 at the goal line. 3 of the turnovers were in the first half. So that's always good because you're getting the better players.
The second, Yakis looked pretty good. At least getting some pressure. Didn't look out of place. Obviously the D-backs, which I don't. Saunders had a pick and Vildor had a pick. Saunders looked pretty good out there. He made a couple plays. I mean, obviously, the glaring issue is the kicker.
The kicking game. It's Andy Borregales. He made a 40, and he did miss a 52. You start to think, okay, maybe give him a pass on the 56 and 55. One was my seats are in the corner of the end zone, so it's tough to get that depth perception of it looked long enough. I couldn't tell how far wide left or right it was. The other one was a really bad miss, and I'll be honest with you, I was on the road for the it was short. That's what it was,
real short.
And I was on the road for the potential game-winning 49.
Were you on the corner that he missed that first kick?
Yeah.
I think I was above you.
Okay.
It was definitely long enough.
Right.
It looked like it was probably left.
Okay.
If anything, but
the other one was definitely short. and wide.
And he missed a 49-yarder, which would have won the game.
Right, that's the one that actually hurts. 49, like you start getting above 50, and I know we're only talking the difference of a yard. It's only the difference of a yard here, but you start getting, into the 50 and the plus. All right, give a break. You start getting 49 or less. You got to make those, especially with the game on the line, 13 seconds. And the other issue is he is your number one.
Right.
And it doesn't matter who you're going against, whether it's the fourth team, special teams, or whatever. You still, the snap was good, the hold was good. So you got to make that kick. So, and to tie up the game, the backup kicker for Indy nailed a 61-yarder.
Yeah.
so you had those two right back to back with each other. So, all right, let's go to the phone lines. Welcome to the Chiefs seats. Who do we have?
Good morning, Kevin. Good morning, Pat.
Hey,
Morning.
Moose. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. How about yourselves, guys?
Good.
Doing all right. Considering the Sox have lost 6 out of 7, and
You had to bring them up, huh?
well, we had to.
Before I brought them up. but are you guys talking about the NFL? And we're 3 weeks away, so to speak. And I didn't watch any of the Patriots game the other night. Preseason doesn't interest me at all because you're only going to see the bench players playing in preseason. That's why we're at preseason, to get into shape.
Right.
I don't know. I've made some early predictions based on the drafts, and there's one prediction I made, it was in the NFC, and I think the Lions are going to win the NFC title, and the Rams are heavily favored. And the reason why I say the Lions, I always like the Lions, but they always had a problem on defense. They score a whole lot, but they give up a whole lot as well. However, they addressed in the draft the defensive problems that they had. And I think they drafted the first 5 of their picks were all defensive players, and 2 or 3 of them in the defensive backfield. So that's my pick right now. You heard it.
I'm writing it down, Moose.
Middle of August.
NFC West. Got it.
The Islands, no.
I mean,
Lions
NFC,
doing the NFC conference.
Conference, right? Not West.
So they go in the Super Bowl.
They're not even in the West. So.
No, they're in the Central.
They're in the North.
North.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yes, they're 9.5. In other words, you put up $100,
Yep.
and you win 950.
So 9.5 wins. That's their over/under for wins.
No, that's the odds on them winning the NFC title.
Oh, I misunderstood. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like them. I think a sneaky pick in the American Football Conference is the conference with, and this team's gonna. I don't know. I like the Jags for some reason. They still got the tools, and that conference. Who's in that division anyway? Cincinnati.
No, they're in the AFC South.
Yeah,
aren't they?
the AFC.
Jacksonville.
Yeah, South Tennessee, Indy, Houston.
Houston. Might be
that's right.
Houston's
Houston,
pretty good.
Tennessee. They got problems. The Colts, I don't think are going much of any place.
I think Jacksonville snuck up on a lot of people last year. Trevor Lawrence had a real good year. I don't know if Jacksonville will be able to sneak up on people again this year.
Yeah.
I think they overachieved. I'll be very curious to see if they can do what they did last year. What did they finish with? 12 wins, 12 or 13 wins.
Yeah,
this year?
they had a good season. Well, they're my choice for that division.
No, they
choice
should
there.
still be
Right,
good. They should still be good. And just to compare them to the Patriots really quick, I still think the Patriots are going to be good, though I don't think they're going to win as many games as they did last year. But I think they're going to, again, the competition's probably a little bit better. They do have the tougher schedule, not to harp on the whole schedule thing. But I think the Patriots are going to be, a better team. It'll be interesting to see how Jacksonville, again, not around the Jaguars as much, but good coaching, good quarterback, and see how they respond to, in theory, a tougher schedule as well this year.
Yes, and that's the big test. They went from a very pancake schedule last year to a very difficult one this year, a challenging one.
Yep.
So that remains to be seen. I'm excited. I love football. It's only 3 weeks away, and we open up against the guys that beat us in the Super Bowl last year.
On a Wednesday night.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a Wednesday night game.
Not a fan of that,
And
to be honest with you.
I'm really looking forward to it.
No, looking forward to the season. Pats open up on a Wednesday, and then in essence have a bye week because they don't play the following week, or the 20th. So they have 9 or 10
They
days
have a
off.
bye week after Wednesday?
Well, it's not a bye week. They play Wednesday, but then they're not playing 4 days
They're
later.
till the following Sunday.
Yeah, so we all got to wait 10, 11 days
10
for them
days
to play
now.
again. Right.
Yeah. They don't start buys until like the 10th week.
Oh, I know. I
Right.
just always
Something
call
like
that. It'll when that Sunday rolls around, it'll feel like a bye week because everybody's gonna be playing, but the Patriots won't be. Neither will the
Right,
Seahawks.
right.
So
Because-
As far as the Sox are concerned, hey, look, baseball's a roller coaster season. That's it for every team. That's why you got 162 games.
Yep.
Teams will go up and down, up and down. So we had an amazing run. 26 out of 30-something games.
Yeah.
And now we're slumping a bit. And I knew I'd written you an email as Toronto's going to give them problems, and they did.
the A's giving problems.
And they, God, it's a good thing we're through with them. We don't play them again.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, good is right. But I had I didn't like the feeling going into Pittsburgh last night, seeing that the Pirates had scored 13 runs the night before. And the Pirates are still in the wild card, and they're only 5 games under 500.
Right.
So I says, this is a danger game, too. But time to right the ship. Let's get this series and move on.
Yep. Absolutely.
Still in a good spot.
Yep. And you got Sonny Gray going tonight. So,
We got TH going today.
Exactly.
Okay, guys.
All
Thanks
right,
so
Moose.
much.
Have a great
Have a good one.
weekend.
You as well.
All right. The Mighty Moose joining us here. I agree with him on some stances on preseason football. We've talked about it.
Yeah,
And you
it's-
mentioned at the beginning, there's really not a lot to it. I'll watch the Patriots anyway. I always have. Getting into a Bengals-Rams preseason game, if I miss it, it's no skin off my nose on that.
Although Burrows started for the Bengals the other night.
Did he
which
really?
was interesting.
I didn't know that. So, but the only thing. So, are you worried about the kicker, Borregales, or you think it's just one of those whatever?
Yeah, I
things?
mean, I'm not worried per se. I mean, it's certainly. You kick 5 field goals. That's.
I expect 4 of them to be made.
Yeah, at least
3 at a minimum.
Given the fact that 2 of them were 50 plus, or 3 of them were 50 yards, he
Right.
missed.
He actually made a 52
He made a 51 yarder, I think.
52. So he made a 40 and a 52, missed a 56, a 55, and then missed a 49.
Yeah.
So,
So it's not like he was kicking chip shots either. So
Right.
but you turn around across the field and the other guy's kicking 61 yarder.
Yeah.
And he's a backup.
Yep.
Kickers are a dime a dozen. I don't put a lot of stock in them. So if something were to happen, I mean, obviously, if you want one of these younger guys, I mean, look at the guy I think down in Houston who, was like a former MLS soccer player turned like all pro kicker because. So
Yeah, they got
you
that.
can find him anywhere.
I'm surprised you don't see more of the soccer players
Yeah.
take
Yeah,
a shot
coming
at
over.
football and to be a kicker. Yeah, the Indianapolis backup kicker nailed a 46 and a 61. Their starting kicker missed a 61-yard field goal attempt. So that was 8 field goal attempts.
New
in the
turf
game.
too.
That was also weird. I don't know if it was pointed out to me. I didn't notice during the game. I don't know if you noticed, people noticing on TV. The 50-yard line wasn't painted,
Yeah.
and the end zones weren't painted. It was just a
They
grass
literally
field.
just got done putting the field.
I was there Tuesday
they-
actually for work.
They had the field in.
Yeah.
It didn't comply, so they had to do a bunch of work on it.
Yeah,
And it had something to do with the date.
in the underlying.
Yeah. So had they had gotten
had-
it down before some sort of date, they wouldn't have had to. Why you wouldn't have to, come into compliance based on what's under it? Because they don't use. They use like a stone dust instead
Right.
of a
Instead of like a
like
carpet?
concrete.
but it was but it feels not a carpet, but it's like a padding
Yeah.
that they didn't put. Which 2 questions, and we can answer them after the break. But 2 questions come up. One, why not just leave the grass in that you put down for the World Cup? And let it go as basically as long as possible. I know they got concerts and things like that coming in, but
That's
so
why.
doesn't Fenway Park. They have concerts and things that come in. People sit on the outfield grass,
Yeah, but
and
for
they're
a
okay.
very short period of time.
All right. And then the other question is, did they go on the cheap? And why were the Revolution allowed to play on it, but the NFL, different standards?
They probably don't have the same standards.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
So, all right. So we'll have a few more thoughts on the Patriots, and we'll get more into the Red Sox. We want to hear from you as well. 401-766-1240, and you can join us in the Chief Seats here on ON Radio 99.5 FM, 1240 AM, and OneSocketRadio.com. We'll be right back.
Your certified Buick GMC dealer serving drivers throughout Woonsocket and the surrounding areas is Tasca Buick GMC. At Tasca, you'll find a solid selection of new Buick GMC models, as well as a carefully inspected lineup of pre-owned vehicles. They also have a well-connected finance center run by a qualified team of finance experts who can help you get the right loan or lease in a quick, easy, and transparent manner. Tasca Buick GMC, 55 Fortin Drive, Woonsocket. Visit TascaBuickGMC.com. Tasca Buick GMC. You will be satisfied.
Woonsocket Door Sales carries an excellent variety of doors to complement your residence or business, including the LiftMaster security doors that provide you with extra protection against theft. These doors feature a special security ID code to further safeguard your home, business, or valuables in your garage. Remember, an attractive door complements the appearance of your home or business. Woonsocket Door Sales for installation, parts, and repairs. Woonsocket Door Sales, 1 Biltmore Avenue, Cumberland. Call them 767-3448.
When you visit their website at MichaudAutobody.com, you'll see some very interesting information, including frequently asked questions about coverage if you're not at fault, regulations about replacement cost, or having to visit an insurer's claim center. Know the law and your rights. You'll also see a photo gallery of Michaud's extra clean facility. It has to be to accommodate the requirements of sensitive paint textures and applications. Michaud's Auto Body is a gold-class repair facility located at 430 Privilege Street, Woonsocket, 769-1983.
If you want your yard to be the envy of the neighborhood, then you need to contact Rosato & Sons of Westboro. They've been turning outdoor visions into reality across Massachusetts for more than 37 years. From custom patios, walkways, and outdoor kitchens to low-maintenance water features and landscape lighting. Looking for routine lawn maintenance, irrigation, or seasonal color? Rosato & Sons has you covered. They are a full-service landscaping firm doing it all in-house for unmatched quality and reliability. When you're ready to elevate your outdoor living, visit rosatoandsons.com to request your free estimate. Rosato & Sons of Westboro, where beautiful landscapes aren't an expense, they're an investment.
We are local and live at 99.5 FM.
And welcome back to the Cheap Seats with Pat and Kevin. Let's go to the phone lines. Welcome to the Cheap Seats. Who do we have?
Hey, guys. Dave from North Providence. How are you today?
Good. How about yourself?
Good, thanks. Did you guys happen to see the Mike Vrabel birthday celebration they had recently?
I know it was his birthday yesterday, the day before yesterday, this week.
Bob Kraft brought a bunch of the rookies up and had a Pat Patriot mascot there, and they all sang happy birthday to Mike Vrabel. And when Pat Patriot took his hat off, it was his mask off. It was John Bon Jovi underneath it.
Oh, no kidding. I did not see that.
John came up from New Jersey, New York to celebrate Mike's birthday.
So he's not just a Belichick guy then, huh? Bon Jovi? He's a Kraft and Belichick guy.
He's a Patriot.
He committed his love to the Patriots and to football and to Mike Vrabel talked about when Mike Vrabel was on the field that John used to bring his young children to training to watch them.
Oh wow!
Yeah. It's good to see that he's doing good because I know he had ended a concert like early because he wasn't feeling well. So it's good to see that he.
Yeah, he had a sinus infection of some sort.
Oh wow! I was out of that loop on the. I am a Bon Jovi fan too, but I missed that. I know I got to catch up.
My wife showed it to me the other day, so I think I just share it with you guys.
Yeah, no, thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks for calling. Call in anytime.
You got guys. Thank you. Have a good day.
All right, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Dick from North Providence calling in?
Yeah, I think Dave from North Providence. Well, that's what we'll go with.
All right.
If we're wrong, you can correct us next week.
Sorry about that. Yeah, please continue. Give us a call, 401-766-1240. Mike Vrabel's birthday this week, and you never know. what avenue people are going to go down with Vrabel with the off the field news.
It's old news now.
Exactly.
It is what it is.
Hope it is.
Yeah,
so
it happens to everyone.
The only other issue I had with the game, I am a huge Mac Hollins fan, and the two drops, one was called back because there was defensive interference. It was in the end zone. It was outstretched. It was in his hands, and it dropped. Defensive interference or defensive holding, whatever. It was an automatic first down for the Patriots. So officially, he does not get credit for that drop. The other drop that I remembered, DeVito threw it maybe a half step behind him, but it was in his hands. He was going over the middle, and it looked like he went straight up, and he dropped it. I'm a big Mac Hollins guy, and again, maybe not a perfectly thrown ball, either one, but these are balls I'd like to see caught. And then you got Kyle Williams, 2 catches, 37 yards, that touchdown, looking pretty good. Also had that deep ball that you had mentioned called back. Penalty that might not have been. But any concerns? Because I had read last week before the show that somebody had Mac Hollins on that cut list of the 7.
He could be, just from a salary standpoint. I don't think he's making a ton of money, but he's not cheap either. He's certainly not making as much as Anthony Richardson, who is a backup quarterback for Indianapolis. I looked that up during the game. I'm like, wow, like $10 million cap hit. You have a guy who it doesn't even look good as a backup.
No, he didn't have that strong of a game either.
I mean, he did okay.
He was 14 to 17. He fumbled twice, and he had an interception.
Yeah, so it could be just a cap number that he's on that line. He did have a good season last year, but it was like it crept up on you type thing.
Right.
Like, it wasn't like he was this guy's legit. I mean, he'd have a catch here, a big catch there, and then kind of turn it on later in the season in the playoffs. Certainly, the Super Bowl clearly was their best wide receiver.
Right.
So
it's interesting. You mentioned the contract hit. I think Efton Chisholm, who had 3 catches for 20 yards, could be the odd man out, though he is the cheapest one as well. So depending where they are with the salary cap and who you believe on what a real salary cap is or isn't anyway, other teams seem to make it work no matter who they want to keep. Or do they keep all 7? I read one publication that had all 7 staying. So I do think it's a big week for Booty coming up. Again, weird, not targeted, not from how will he be as a Patriot, but if they are shopping him around, to not target him in the game is weird as well. Just to put out great reports about him in training camp to say how he's the number 1 receiver so far. Not the Patriots number 1, he's just had the best camp of the receivers, but then not to target him in the game is weird if they are indeed shopping him around, which by some indications they are shopping him around. So I don't recall Douglas doing all that much. Do you? Pop Douglas, Demario Douglas.
I don't think he played.
Right. I'm sorry. You're right. Yeah, him, Dobbs, and Brown. Sorry.
Are you testing me?
Yes, I am. Yeah, testing myself in my own notes.
Yeah, those guys didn't play.
And a couple of little injury notes. Ben Brown and Andrew Rupsich, both backup offensive linemen, both left the game in the first half with lower body injuries. I only saw one. I didn't see the other one. I saw one get helped off the.
Yeah, one of them was on the. He was down, and they took him off. But
that was number 76.
Yeah.
So whichever.
I think he was the backup center.
Okay. Yeah,
but that was right the other guy that I kind of paid attention to a little bit was Lomu, who's the rookie right tackle, is where they had him playing, and he didn't look out of place.
Okay.
I didn't really necessarily get into the weeds with it, but right. He was covering a lot of space on some of the, even coming around on some of the runs, going from right tackle all the way over to the far left sideline to make blocks. So, seemed to be promising.
Yeah, so it's I've heard good things about him coming out of camp as well. So all interesting things as well. Let's go to the phone lines and welcome to the Cheap Seats with Pat Kevin. Who do we have?
This is Joe.
I'm sorry, who is it?
This is Joe.
Oh, hey,
Hey,
Joe.
Joe.
It's 2 weeks in a row.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on?
Kevin, I'm going to say something that's going to be, I don't know if it's controversial or not, but you guys went to the Patriots preseason game, right? You were both at Gillette, right?
We were.
Correct.
All right.
Yes.
You guys were the lucky ones.
Okay. Why?
You thought the game was boring there. You should have been at home trying to watch it on TV.
Yeah.
Yikes. Because when the game's dull, you know what happens?
A lot of jibber jab.
Oh, wait, that's it. And between Zolak and the McCourty twins and Brian Hoyer, and there was somebody else, and I can't remember his name, and all these ex-football jocks who all think they're so clever and did all their little remarks about how better they were than who's playing. Oh, it is brutal. I tried, I'm going to shut the sound off, but I really enjoy the cheering of the crowd. So then you're going to have the sound up, and then you're going to put up these fools. I'm like, oh, this is why preseason football's bad, because there's no real broadcasters. There's just ex-jocks. So yikes.
Yeah, obviously I missed the broadcast and didn't watch the game after. I have seen it in the past, and you're right. It's whoever has a thought, speak up, and they just start talking. Did they talk over the game, or did they?
They talk over the game, and they talk over each other, so you can't hear anything. It's like, is anyone in charge? Who decided this is a good idea?
Yeah,
that's why you. And I forget which McCourty brother it is, but he's on NBC's Game of the Week on Sunday nights. Is it Devin? Okay.
I think it's Devin.
And he's good there. I enjoy him there, but he's under control of somebody else. He's not on his own. And Zolak is.
Who was doing the play-by-play? Was it Bob Sosi still, or no?
Well, he's on the. He wasn't
radio.
even there, unless he was on the radio. But he wasn't on TV.
He must have been on the radio.
And Zoe was on TV because they did have someone else on the radio.
Oh, okay.
And Hoyer was on the sideline.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I know people love Scott Zolak, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
I think his broadcasting skills. Well, he talks fine, and he's got good insight, but he doesn't shut up. He just does not shut up.
Yeah, it is. It's the me game when it comes to Scott.
Yeah.
I mean, and I like him. I think he's good, but he is very arrogant. He lets you know if you didn't know that he was an NFL player.
That's right. You're absolutely right.
No, Zoe falls into that category of Tommy Heinsohn. It's
I wouldn't put him in it.
No, meaning like the ex home as a homer. He's a homer. Johnny Most was a homer. Tommy Heinsohn was a homer. Zoe's a homer, and the fans rally around him. Then he gets the outfield with the Josie's on a vacation far away. He gets a crowd going with that song, and everybody loves Scott Zolak. So he's fine on the radio, but I didn't get
he's worse on the radio.
Oh.
Especially when the Patriots score a touchdown. Because Bob Sosi's trying to call it, and I like Bob.
Yeah.
I used to work with him in Pawtucket, and Bob's great at it. And then, but the Patriots score a touchdown. Bob's calling a touchdown, and Zoe starts screaming. This guy is awful.
Yeah, the ultimate fan.
So you do have to suffer through another preseason broadcast next Saturday, another home game. I have no idea. The last home game I think is at Cleveland. I'm assuming it's going to be the same production crew for all three.
Oh, I'm sure it is. It'll be out of Channel 4 out of Boston, and they've hired these guys for the preseason. Yeah. I get it.
Steve,
so you're gonna have to put up with them. And but it's been that way for the past few years.
Yeah.
And am I the only one complaining about it? Maybe I am.
I think so, Joe. I think so.
Okay.
You're certainly the only one on our show.
Yeah. You're the only caller that complains on the show.
Broadcasts are brutal in preseason.
Yeah, no, I think people just generally accept it because they know they're watching third and fourth stringers anyway. They're not getting a whole lot out of it. Drake May didn't play. How much is he going to play in the next game? So they know you're not getting a first-rate broadcast game, and I think they just kind of suffer through the second-rate production in the studio of everybody else.
It's the equivalent of Kevin calling an Attleboro softball game.
What? Hey, whoa, what's going on?
Hey.
All
right, guys.
All right,
have
thanks,
a great
Joe.
day.
You too, bye. And on that note... you can join us in the Chief Seats as well, like Joe and Dave and Moose here on ON Worldwide on YouTube, Woonie TV, and ON Radio 99.5 FM, 1240 AM, and WoodSocketRadio.com. We'll be right back.
Thinking about buying a home, refinancing your mortgage, or tapping into your home's equity? SCU has lending solutions for you. If you recently financed a car, let SCU run the numbers. You may be surprised by how much you could save each month by refinancing. Learn more at SCU.com or stop by one of their convenient branch locations. SCU is a member-owned credit union with personal service, a full range of banking products, and easily digital banking. Visit SCUCU.com or stop in, ask questions, and see if SCU is a good fit for you.
Your certified Buick GMC dealer serving drivers throughout Woonsocket and the surrounding areas is Tasca Buick GMC. At Tasca, you'll find a solid selection of new Buick GMC models, as well as a carefully inspected lineup of pre-owned vehicles. They also have a well-connected finance center run by a qualified team of finance experts who can help you get the right loan or lease in a quick, easy, and transparent manner. Tasca Buick GMC, 55 Fortin Drive, Woonsocket. Visit TascaBuickGMC.com. Tasca Buick GMC. You will be satisfied.
The world-class distributor of all things electrical is Electrical Wholesalers. They are a full-service electrical distributor with branches throughout Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and New Hampshire. Locally, they're at 113 Clinton Street next to KFC here in Woonsocket, with other locations in Cranston and Franklin, Massachusetts. Electrical Wholesalers provides the highest quality service to electrical contractors as well as residential, commercial, and industrial customers. Electrical Wholesalers is open Monday through Friday, 7 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon. Visit EW-NE.com. Electrical Wholesalers. If you're celebrating a major event, regardless of the reason, Michael's Meats of Cumberland can elevate your next meal from ordinary to extraordinary with meats so good your guests will ask you where you got them. Tell them Michael's Meats. Michael's Meats is in the Walgreens parking lot on Mendon Road in Cumberland, just north of the Ciabro Plaza. They're open Monday through Saturday at 9 a.m., making your next meal truly special. Here's this week's specials at Michael's Meats.
And this week, Michael's Meats has fresh grade A chicken tenderloins for just $1.99 a pound at Michael's Meats. So give them a call at 401-305-5555. Michael's Meats. And welcome back to the Cheap Seats with Pat and Kevin. So, Joe, not happy with the broadcast. I think most people are just willing to put up with the broadcast. You watch NFL Network, you'll get the local broadcasts of games, and they're always ex-players, studio guys, to cut down on the production costs. Sometimes it can be unlistenable.
You know who it wasn't calling the game?
Who?
Tony Romo.
It was not Tony Romo, who is still out on
I believe he's still out for a while.
Yeah.
His
first game was supposed to be Sunday night of week one. So they still got a decision to make. They promoted one guy already for week one or the preseason broadcast. The guy who was teamed with Iron Eagle. I forget now. Well, that guy's up there now. So everybody got bumped up a notch. I remember the days when the Patriots were barely selling out, if at all, and they were the fifth or sixth game on the TV market, and Bob Lobel had to go do a couple games on Channel 4 for the Channel 4 Sportscast. They're like, hey, Bob, can you step in? So, all right. So any other last thoughts on the Pats before we move on to the Sox? No, Pat. All right. Hopefully, I would like to see Drake just get some reps. I know even last year, I remember he went 8 for 12 total in his 2 starts. I'm not expecting a lot out of him, other than get him out there, let him get some live action instead of just the dual team practices or whatever. So, all right, over the Red Sox, a couple of things happened. People might not be aware. Obviously, they've lost 6 or 7. They're still 5 games up in the wild card. The Tigers have the 3rd wild card spot, but they're 2 games under 500. Sox are still on pace right now. If they play 500 ball the rest of the way, they'll still finish with 85 wins. That should be enough. to get them in the way this year is looking anyway. 83 is the least number of wins a team has won and still qualify for the playoffs under the current format, and that was last year's Cincinnati Reds. I'd like to see them up closer to 88 to 90 just to make sure they're in. Last week we were talking about them even challenging for first place or second place. Well, they're now back to 3 games behind the Yankees for second place. But did you see this? When the Red Sox activated Adley, the catcher they picked up, and they also picked up Jake Rogers. They designated him for assignment, put him on waivers. He got picked up yesterday by the Chicago White Sox. So
because they lost their catcher who they traded for, Bart, broke his hand.
Oh,
from I think that was it might have been versus the Red Sox.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he got hit in the hand and it broke it, and they had just traded for him. So I guess it makes sense.
A lot of hand injuries in the the league this year. So all right, so Jake Rogers actually hit 500, I think, with the Red Sox. I think he went 3 for 6.
Yeah.
in his brief stay with the Red Sox, claimed off of waivers by the White Sox, and that was yesterday. So all the Red Sox catchers now have to stay healthy the rest of the year. Some other updates on the Red Sox. Hold on, we'll get back to this. Right, Roman Anthony, quick update. Came in yesterday. Still the partially torn tendon in his right ring finger. Expected return late August, early September. He continues to progress while hitting off a traject machine, which is basically a fancy way of saying, batting practice machine, just the jugs or whatever. Recently adding in off-speed pitches. Could start a minor league rehab assignment as soon as next week. This was updated yesterday. Interesting. It used to be that the Pawtucket Red Sox at the time. Now I think it extended into the Worcester Red Sox. Their season used to end around Labor Day, and then they'd have a playoff, and there'd be some September call-ups. Now the Worcester Red Sox season runs basically through the end of September regular season. There are still September call-ups. So when it used to be that people had a minor league assignment, it had to be done by the end of August, early September. But now you can get sent down in all of September now. So it'd be good. I think anytime your team goes on a skid like the Red Sox are on, you always look for help somewhere as you start to panic. And I do think Roman Anthony can be that guy if he can live up to his billing, what he did last year. So any thoughts on Roman? Have you heard anything new on him? He's still in Florida?
No, I mean he's been out for a few months, so
yeah, they transferred him.
We'd love to get him back, but if he doesn't come back, then he doesn't come back.
I know they need him now. They also said they updated Trevor Story yesterday as well. Continues to add volume to his workouts, which include all baseball activities. That's about as vague as it gets. A rehab assignment could be close. That's not much of an update by the Red Sox. This is all updates as of yesterday. Garrett Crochet got an update. Expected return no earlier than mid-September. We talked about this last week. If he does come back, it would be out of the bullpen. So him and Bayo could be out of the bullpen. He continues to throw at a distance of 50 to 60 feet, and he's starting to increase his volume of throws. And the last one's Garrett Whitlock, who was just put on the IL, retroactive to August 10th. They said will travel with the team to Pittsburgh, so he's in Pittsburgh. He'll be monitored for when the team returns to Boston, which is coming up, homestand against Arizona, then the Giants. So it looks like of all the players we just mentioned, Whitlock is the closest one to just coming off the IL. It was a short IL stint, I guess. So. Any panic on your end on the Red Sox? If you have any thoughts on the Sox or Patriots or anything else, give us a call, 401-766-1240.
No panic. I mean, it's just a sport. No, I think, I think, obviously last night Jake Bennett got hit around a little bit. I don't think he is as crisp as he was in terms of hitting spots. In obviously he's walking a lot more than he was before. So I think there's just some fatigue. He's probably thrown, if not just as many innings that he's ever thrown in his career, if he's not already over it. So I think those are just a few things you got to be mindful of, and I think that's maybe some of the criticism for Breslow not maybe picking up another additional starter at the
Tyler Miller
at the
put out a
deadline.
tweet about that, not picking up the starter.
But and again, I think like you say, I don't know why they didn't just pitch Tolley that ninth inning. And it's like, well, because they're probably trying to monitor him too.
Yeah.
Because the last couple of games they could have kept. I mean, even the game he had struck out 14, he only pitched 6.
I was also very upset at that game.
I know you were,
because
you're blowing my phone up.
I know because I like the potential for records, and he was 14 through 6. If he strikes out the side for the next 3 innings, again, not likely, gets him to 23. The magic number, get to 20.
So you'd
Roger
rather him
Clemens
strike out 23 in August than pitch in October?
No, I want both.
Yeah. So
that's how I want it.
I think Rafaela. I think they sat him yesterday. He had gotten hit on the hand the day before.
Okay.
And he stayed in the game, but I think
Yeah.
maybe there was some lingering just swelling or something there. It's not typical for them just to go like, oh, we're going to give you a day off.
Yeah,
They'd give Duran a day off before they give him a day off.
And just let the show and pull it up right now. Rafaela has played in 117 games. The only one that's played in more is Abreu at 119. Interesting. Duran's at 115. They could give him a day off, though he is up over 200. Rafaela leading the team in hitting at 288. So it's hopefully that was just a one and done thing, just to give him a day of rest or whatever. Because these wins are still important. You gotta, again with a 5-game lead, it does feel safe, but I don't want them, losing 6 out of every 7. At least play some 500 ball. Go grab a win today and or tomorrow. I would love to take 2 out of 3 from Pittsburgh, but obviously that just got a little bit more difficult. So,
and our boy Caleb Durbin is just mashing.
Yes, grand slam the other day.
251, 12 home runs, 60 RBIs, 728 OPS with an absolute bomb.
Yeah,
the other day, grand slam.
It's biggest season turnaround in season. I mean, it's unbelievable.
750K to Bregman's 35 million.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
You've been on that all year. I don't even.
He's made a couple errors.
Right now, and he will. But yeah, the 60 RBIs, and I guess Contreras has 72. Duran does have 61 RBIs. It is. I just don't want him up in the clutch, though. He has 138 strikeouts as well.
Right.
Someone brought this up. I read this or heard it on somewhere. I'm probably up in Boston with the Talking Heads or whatever. But Peyton Tolley, Rookie of the Year candidate, and now it's getting late in the season, and now you start thinking about these things. Peyton Tolley 8-6 with a 2.97 ERA, 115 innings with 128 strikeouts, only 31 walks. One of my favorite categories, the WHIP, 1.06. And teams are only hitting 214 off of him. That could be a good one. I don't know the competition off the top of my head, but I look forward. He's becoming like must-see TV. Oh, good. Peyton Tolley's pitching. Oh, good. And he's got that great personality, but he's been pitching tremendously as well. And it's a pleasure to watch him pitch out there. I think the whole region has fallen in love with this guy.
Yeah, how can you not? I mean, he's just his whole personality is just it's out there.
Yeah,
it's just so.
If you haven't seen,
it looks like he's having fun.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it when he did that crazy balk, just catch his press conference after.
Yeah, or the high hit off the plate, and he just like jumps up and straight up in the air like he's going to play on it.
Yeah,
exactly. It's just pretty funny, and they say he's like that.
Yeah, that's just
all the
him.
time. That's his personality.
Love to see him get a chance to hit too, because he bombed the ball.
Yeah, he was a big masher.
As a D1 375 hitter, 15 home runs his senior year. I mean, the guy can legit hit. I didn't watch it. I was at the game, so my guess you missed it as well. The Field of Dreams game. I didn't even know it was coming up, and it was on Netflix.
It was on Netflix. I could do without it. I mean, it's. I guess it's cool. I just don't get the whole I saw a clip of Roger. I just wish Roger Clemens would just step aside and go away for a little while. He seems to be always around, always doing something. So he had to have a little
catch with his son.
Little catch with his son Cody.
Yeah.
It's like I thought the Griffey thing coming out of the cornfield with his dad was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But outside of that, it's just gimmicky.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
Well, to that end, they're keeping the gimmick going. Assuming there's a season next year, the Red Sox will be involved in that game against the Royals on August 12th, and they are moving the game back to NBC.
Maybe we'll go out. Maybe we'll go out there on location.
We'll go out on assignment. So the Sox, assuming there's a season next year, will get involved. Will be involved in that game.
That's right.
Celtics released their schedule. They will be playing Miami on Christmas Day at 2:30. So just as you're getting sick of your company, throw the game on.
I'll be in Florida for that game.
Oh, that's right.
So
That's right.
Maybe I'll drive to Miami. No, I won't.
Ooh.
I'm far. I'm like up closer to Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
So forget it.
Celtics do have 2 preseason games against Philadelphia. I don't expect Jaylen Brown probably to be in either one. Celtics open their season October 20th, which is a Tuesday at 3 in the afternoon, which is odd. It must be a whole slate of NBA games like starting all day. It's my guess at 3 in Detroit. Their home opener is that Friday, October 23rd versus the Knicks. If you're looking for Jaylen Brown, LeBron, Philadelphia, Tuesday, November 10th in Philadelphia. And Thursday, January 21st on a hockey night in Attleboro.
Nice.
Philadelphia plays in Boston. And the Celtics will play 16 back-to-back games.
Watch out.
During the upcoming season. It's a 23% increase from the 13 that they played last season, well above the league average of 14. And it's the highest volume of back-to-back games since the 2016
Well, that bodes well
season.
how many does Philly play? So they could have half of their starters just sit out that game, right? Because they ain't playing. LeBron doesn't play in back-to-backs.
Right, and I don't know Philadelphia's schedule, but
Embiid will be out by then.
Yeah, Embiid will be out by November. But when the Celtics host Philadelphia, that's the Celtics' second game of a back-to-back. I don't know Philadelphia, so
maybe Tatum will sit out.
Right.
That's the perfect game. See, this is how I think.
Yeah.
You're like, we got whoever on the bench. Get out there. You get a hard foul out of it. Yeah. We'll take a hard foul.
Yeah.
Flagrant too.
Exactly, like in the WNBA.
Yeah.
Sophie Gunn.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a perfect segue.
Exactly. But things we didn't get into, WNBA, the Tulsa, Oklahoma Little League baseball and softball teams
gross.
disqualified using illegal players or whatever.
Yeah, it was gross. I read an article this morning.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Dave O'Brien re-upped with Nesson for 2 more years through 2028. I do like Dave O'Brien. I do like Donnie O better. But I've always enjoyed Dave O'Brien, like his voice. And thoughts and prayers, Don Nelson, NBA Hall of Famer, a former Celtic who has his number retired, and Milwaukee Buck coach died earlier this week at the age of 86. All right, so that'll do it for this week. We want to thank you for joining us, Dave from North Providence, Joe and Moose chiming in this week. We want to thank you for watching as well on Mooney TV or ON Worldwide and listening on ON Radio 99.5 FM, 1240 AM, and WoonSocketRadio.com. Have a great weekend, everyone, and we'll see you